What's up, everyone? This is El Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Return of the Obra Dinn. Last time, we learned quite a bit more about that Kraken attack that happened, and managed to identify all of the casualties, or at the very least, saw, back in time, who all the casualties were at that incident. In this episode, we continue onward and try to find out the fates of anyone else. Now, I was kind of looking a little bit between episodes, and I noticed something interesting. Throughout this section, there were quite a few people that I was able to, well, identify. Now, Lars, I wasn't able to figure everything out, but I did notice that there were 3 people that I identified. There was Edward, Olis, and Martin. So that's 3 people that I identified who they were and how they died, but it didn't tell me that that was actually correct. So, I'm willing to bet that one of these pieces of information is wrong. I'm thinking that this is Martin. I don't think this is actually Martin, but I'll keep it that way. That way, if I can identify another person, then I will know for a fact that it is, well, that it would be that Martin's wrong or that Olis is wrong. Because, god dang, I know that Edward is right. So, I'll know for a fact whether or not, like, one or both of those pieces of information is incorrect. But in order to do that, I need someone else to identify. And there's that little spark over there. Can't exactly identify what that is. Okay. But now comes the question of where do I go next to investigate? I'm not entirely sure where else to go, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, if I can climb up one of these masts, then maybe. I mean, is there any sort of ladder I could climb? It doesn't seem like it. Can't do anything about the bell. I'm wondering what else I can actually do, because in order to actually, you know, figure out what exactly it is that I'm looking for. I'm actually at a little bit of a standstill. Maybe if I head back down? No, doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, well, worth a shot. Now it comes the episode where I just kind of go around and wonder what the hell I'm supposed to do. Great, I was hoping I wouldn't get to this point this fast. I mean, maybe if there's another corpse somewhere. It seems like I should be able to get even further below deck. Ah, okay. So there are some rooms that I can still enter. Not exactly anything there. What about through here? Okay, well, there's something. Looks like a bunk, too.
Oh, no. You're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeons, kit!
Brennan. Okay. So this guy... So he was the first mate. This guy is the one who died. He was the guy that was clubbed. Okay, so he was clubbed by the captain. Oh, God. Serial murder scene. Why does he have a club? Okay, so there's 2 more people who apparently died. More blood leading out this way. Interesting. Huh. So I'm trying to identify who this guy was. Huh. Looks like the mystery thickens. Escape? Okay. Okay, so I definitely know he's not Brennan, because obviously not. I have no real way to identify him. Unless this is Brennan. No, not really. One of these people is Brennan. Possibly him. Brennan. Where is Brennan? Do. I don't see a Brennan. Unless, Henry Brennan, last name. So that is entirely possible. Huh. So yeah, it could be very well possible that both of my pieces of information are wrong, or that Brennan is wrong. But that's the thing, like, if I can get to the 3 pieces of information to confirm the identities of certain people, then I'll know that certain pieces of information aren't correct. So as soon as I get 3 right, then I'll know that I need to change some things.
What's all this, you damn fool?
Ooh. So it looks like this guy was the murderer. So that can't... Well, that's not Brennan, then. Brennan, for all I know, could very well just be off-screen. Okay, so that's the guy who was bleeding out, and there's the first mate. Huh. Then what does he have on him? Is that a gun? Possibly. There's more blood coming over that way, so it's a little bit hard to tell. Kind of having doubts that he's Brennan, though. If he's the one that's literally beating up people. Okay. So, I'm willing to bet that this guy is not Brennan. I probably should have gone the other way. Okay, so this guy... He was beaten. I don't know who he is. So he was clubbed. That still leaves me with an unknown identity. And then there's this poor guy. What the heck? Okay. So that will fill up this area. Oh, God, is that his head?
Captain Cannon.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard.
No!
Jesus. Okay. So it looks like they were planning a mutiny and they shot his head clean off. Okay. Well, still, if he's... Oh, he was knifed? Looks like he was knifed. Okay, yeah, a little bit hard to tell when you only have these just still frames to work with. Very interesting. There was definitely a mutiny going on board. And the second... Oh no, wait a minute. Very interesting. Okay, I don't know who he is, but he was definitely shot in the face. Shot by a gun. But I don't know who killed him. Oh boy! Okay. So yeah, that is that the captain? No, that's the first mate right there. And that's the guy with the club. So the guy with the club went down here. Okay. Oh, the guy planning the mutiny got shot. Interesting. So the guy that was warning about the mutiny shot the guy who wanted to do the mutiny. Interesting. Okay. There's apparently another body. Would it be upstairs? There is. Oh, I didn't even recognize this. Very interesting. Now this way's open. Okay. Very interesting. So this guy was tossed overboard. Oh! Apparently I can stop going into it if I hit A second time. That's interesting.
Let them go!
Oh. Okay, so that's one of the people who escaped. Another person who got killed. Okay, very interesting. Oh! Was that the captain that shot him? Yeah, the captain shot this dude. Whoever this dude is. I don't know who that dude is. Wait, hold on. No, he wasn't shot by the captain. He was... Unless the captain shot this guy, and the woman shot this guy. Because the woman definitely shot this guy. Because that's where the gunshot came from. Okay. Looks like there's even more people. Huh. Okay, so I have no idea who that person was, but they were definitely shot. They were shot by a woman who was escaping. But that's all I really know. I'm guessing the captain said let them go. And yeah, obviously I've got the other thing. So then who's this guy? I don't know. Was he getting up off the boat? Or was he trying to... He might have been trying to dislodge them or something. So he might have been trying to escape with them. Alright, well, at least I know this guy. Soul Juices, you didn't really need to do that. Alright, well... Let's examine this poor soul.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last punch!
Ooh. So the captain... Interesting. So they were working over this way. This guy was stabbed by this guy. Was this guy Paul? He was probably Paul. Because, I mean, I got a definitive name. Looks like a few other people were escaping. Interesting. Was this woman maybe his wife? And then she shot him in retaliation. Okay, so I definitely know that guy survived. Okay, so it's easy to tell that these people in the boat survived. They're alive and they went somewhere. Problem is to figure out where exactly they went off to. Although, if they went to the nearest landmass, maybe I could figure that out. Okay. So he was stabbed. Stab, 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 stab. Speared? Struck? No. He was stabbed. Well, or killed by sword. He's probably Paul. Let's see. Paul Moss. Possibly, unless there's another Paul. Nope, looks like he's the only Paul. Okay, cool. So I can identify him. Problem is, I don't know who his assailant is. That's the problem. Oh boy, more dead people. But I might be able to identify who she is. What was Paul's last name? Moss. Okay, if I could find a woman named Moss. No, doesn't look like it. I mean, she would just be a passenger then. That's what I'm guessing. So, probably not. Oh, what the hell? Hold on, could I get back down below deck? I can. Oh. Where this whole nonsense began. Okay. Interesting. So if we head back down this way, we can actually see this whole meeting in progress. Alright. Let's take a look.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
That. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Huh. Was he killed by the Kraken? Okay, so that guy was shot. That guy was clubbed. Where was everyone else? Well, that was the captain, and captain was leaving. And that's the first mate. Interesting. That guy sounded... was he Russian? I'm not entirely sure if he was Russian or not. I don't know who these two were. Unless these two were the ones that were planning the mutiny, but that doesn't make any sense. It seems like the first mate was the one that was planning the mutiny. God, there's a bunch of things that are just going on all at the same time. Okay. Apparently I can identify him, though. God, how exactly did he... Because it wasn't exactly made obvious how he died. Hold on, let's see. Put me down, let me go. The squid, where is my Frenchman? Your mate was torn apart. Verdamit. I have no idea what that is. Definitely wasn't a passenger. That doesn't make sense that it would be a top man. Because he said, where is his mate? Unless he meant mate as in friend. Which, I mean, could be possible. Ah, jeez. I don't know whatsoever. Well, that really doesn't help. Whatsoever. I mean, maybe... Oh, I can't actually exit this way. Where's the door? Where's the door? This is over this way. No. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw it. So 6 people died and 4 were unaccounted for. Okay. So they're definitely alive. Where could they have escaped to? That's actually Azarez, maybe? That'd be the closest. So the Kraken attack happened there. The escape happened there. Where'd the last chapter happen in? Probably around the same time, I'd have to guess. Okay, so that is not exactly the most helpful. Hello?
On your toes.
Go back!
Here.
Captain!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us.
Give it up!
Okay. Female passenger, it looks like. Foreman royalty. Interesting. So this guy was shot by this guy, who I also don't know. And this guy was an accomplice, who I have no idea. Looks like there are a few other people here. He was the guy that exploded. And he was the guy that was clubbed. Looks like this guy's dead. So it looks like he got shot and then got caught on the rigging. That's what ended up happening to him. Gotcha. Then why were these two trying to kidnap her? Murder. Okay, so now we get to this section. Right off the coast of the Canary Islands. Corpses moved post-mortem. Let's see. So all he said was give it up. Before he was just shot. Okay. Not really a whole lot else I can glean from this. Oh. This guy? I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to, get some clarification from what I was hoping for last time, but it just keeps getting more and more complex. More and more complicated. Well, I gotta figure it out some way or another. Looks like this guy was hanged. We're also almost out of time, so we'll probably just get through this and then call it.
Up
Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
将嘞，一帮这么交代起。
修建维护
Quiet!
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line.
地救，我给地救。
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Okay. Interesting. So we had a few people here. Huh. Okay. I think we will be able to identify quite a few people. There's the captain. Wait a minute. Hey, I think we might actually be able to identify him. I think. And there's the firing line. Okay, well, a lot of names were dropped there, so we might be able to identify quite a few people. Cool, and maybe we can identify this guy fully. He wasn't hung, he was shot by a firing line. Straight up executed right there. This, I'm assuming, is the corpse that they were talking about, but I can't do any identification there. Okay, so the captain said, Hawk Sen Lao. Okay, well, thank you, Captain, for identifying that. And then he was... Well, I mean, he was shot. But that wouldn't exactly be accurate. Let's see, expired, eaten, exploded, fell, knifed. I mean, he was executed. Oh, decapitated! Well, there would be that one person, not necessarily shot, but decapitated. Electrocuted, expired, knifed, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, torn apart. I mean, the problem is just none of these really tell, because, again, he was executed. Expired from old age. That didn't happen, so that's what that is. Fell overboard, rigging, fell on the stairs. I mean, that's the problem, is, like... I pretty much have that. Apparently someone else, which is probably the corpse there. But I can't identify her. Miss Lim. Okay. I can identify her. Don't know what happened to her, though. Again, this is just bugging me. Because none of these really... do it justice. Okay. And then there's him. So, the captain said, Mr. Wolf. Okay, so I can identify him as Mr. Wolf. So he's Mr. Wolf. Okay. In which case, though... Oh no, that's for escape. I want for the Kraken. Okay. So I don't really know. Okay, well, at the very least, I was able to figure that part out. So maybe Martin wasn't. Oh, no, but then there's still. There's so much that I don't know. Okay, is there anything else that I can identify? Let's see. For the murder of Nuzio Pasca, which is probably the person who's in the body bag. Captain of ship authority. I mean, unless I want to say that he was shot by Mr. Wolf. But that's not exactly accurate. So I'm just gonna say no. Yep, body bag. Okay, I know I said that would probably be the last one, but... Oh, we actually have to go to the site of the murder. Or not. It will just do a circle, and then we can just come back here.
Hello? Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Senora Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?
Hello, yes. All fine here. Just, sorting some things.
Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so... we found our dead person. Let's see. I'd have to go back. Let's see. Nuzio Pasca. Okay. Oh, right, because that information hasn't been filled in yet. Okay. Ooh, someone else was killed. Hello. Priceless gem, huh? Anything else here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, very interesting. And I also can't get around here for some strange reason. Why? I was able to get through this before! Okay, well, at the very least, I can get through this information. It'll probably direct me to that other dead body, but I don't care. As soon as I do my identification here, I'm done. Okay, so at the very least, I know that he is Nunzio Pasca, because he's the guy that died. Let's see. Nunzio Pasca. He was stabbed. Well, knifed, I guess. Hey. Okay, so he was Nuzio Pasca. And he's the guy that stabbed him. Mr. Nicholas. Okay, so He's the guy that stabbed him. Edward Nicholas? I guess. Been a few memories up to this point. Okay. Was knifed by Edward Nicholas. Or killed with a sword. Well, that's the thing. Is it a knife or a sword that killed him? Because apparently that makes a difference. That is definitely a knife. Okay. So we got that. And then there's this guy. Oh, he was framed. Well, obviously he was framed. But that's what ended up happening. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. But I also don't have everything situated. Huh. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Three deaths. Oh. That guy. Interesting. So the other people went to escape. Very interesting indeed. Still haven't gotten any sort of confirmation from what I discovered last time, which has me a little bit worried that I'm very much off base with quite a number of my deductions. But surely slowly but surely, we're at least getting some idea as to all the different events that happened. But we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play, Return of the Obra Dinn. I may just want to take a look at my notes just to make sure that I've gotten everything situated. Honestly, with this one, it's a little bit unfair because execution isn't one of them. It's just shot, and he was shot by like 4 different people. So that's misleading. But I do still need to try to verify any number of pieces of information that I have. Because honestly, like, I don't really have that much information that is, like, definitive. Like, the only ones that are definitive are the ones that I got to have a check mark. And unfortunately, there's just so much that I don't know. And what I do know may not actually be accurate. So, at any rate, we'll just continue onward. I'll look through my notes a little bit, see if I can maybe clarify a few things. And then we'll keep on exploring the ship. So until next time, everyone, take care.